Right off the bat, we have to talk about the world we live in. Sharma vividly describes our modern society as a cyber-zombie culture. And honestly, he kind of hits the nail on the head, right? We're utterly addicted to digital distraction, we're constantly being interrupted, and because of that, we're largely disconnected from our own inner genius. It's a harsh reality to face, but here's the ultimate cure, the 5 a.m. method. Waking up before dawn is literally the ultimate system to reclaim your primal power and maximize your potential, way before the rest of the world even opens its eyes.
So here's our game plan for today's explainer. 1. Welcome to the club. 2. The 4 interior empires. 3. The 20-20-20 formula. 4. The lifetime habit arc. 5. Sleep and elite performance. And 6. Become a history maker. All right, let's jump right into it.
Welcome to the club and the daily philosophy on becoming legendary.
The massive realization here is that those gargantuan, world-class results we all want, they're actually far less about your inherited genetics and so much more about your daily habits. It really all boils down to this foundational philosophy from the book, Own Your Morning, Elevate Your Life. Taking excellent care of the very front end of your day ensures the rest of your day practically takes care of itself. Winning always starts at your beginning.
Moving on to Section 2, the 4 interior empires and cultivating true primal power.
Now, cultivating this primal power revolves entirely around what's called the victory hour. That's that magical, uninterrupted window from 5 to 6 a.m. But what are you actually cultivating during that time? Your mindset, your heart set, your health set, and your soul set. Now, you might be wondering why all 4? Well, because you can't just be mentally strong but emotionally drained, or physically weak, or spiritually empty. Actually, having a great mindset paired with a totally poor heart set is exactly why so many good people end up failing. All 4 of these empires must be heavily optimized in complete harmony. Which brings us to Section 3, the 20-20-20 formula, your flawlessly calibrated morning routine.
Okay, this formula is absolutely the climax of the book's practical value. It takes that abstract concept of a victory hour and breaks it down into a highly specific, actionable routine. First, from 5 a.m. to 5:20 a.m., you move. We're talking rigorous, sweaty exercise here to cleanse your system and literally wake up your brain chemistry. Then, at 5:20, you reflect. This is a 20-minute period of deep peace. Meditation, journaling, just getting centered. And finally, at 5:40, you grow. That's your dedicated time to read, study, and really expand your knowledge base before the day takes over.
Real quick, I just want to pause and thank you so much for watching this explainer created specifically for the 10 Minutes Book Summary Definite Books channel. If this 20-20-20 breakdown is giving you some actionable value today, please take just 1 second to like this explainer and hit that subscribe button. It seriously helps us bring more of these incredible books straight to your screen.
All right, back to it. Section 4, the lifetime habit arc and the habit installation protocol.
Let's face it, getting up at 5 a.m. sounds fantastic in theory until that alarm actually starts blaring in the dark. That is exactly why we have to rely on the lifetime habit arc. You see, world-class willpower isn't some inborn strength you either have or you don't. It's a muscle, and it's developed through relentless practice. The key takeaway from this framework is that it takes a roughly 66-day installation period to truly encode a new routine. You essentially just have to endure those first 66 days until waking up early reaches total effortless automaticity. So how do we actually do it? Here are the 4 steps to install that early rising routine. Step 1, the trigger. You gotta trick your brain, maybe by setting an old-school alarm clock 30 minutes fast or putting it clear across the room. Step 2, the ritual. Bolt out of bed immediately. Literally, before you can make a single excuse in your head. Step 3, the reward. Give yourself a little payoff. Maybe it's a short nap later in the day or a piece of dark chocolate at lunch. And finally, step 4, the repetition. Just show up and do it for those 66 days.
Moving to Section 5, Sleep and Elite Performance, Understanding the Twin Cycles.
Listen, you absolutely cannot orchestrate that incredible 20-20-20 formula if you don't sleep properly. It's just not going to happen. Genius-level performance requires a super delicate balance between your victory hour morning routine and your pre-sleep evening recovery. You have to disconnect from your tech before bed. Sleep deprivation heavily impairs your productivity, it minimizes your performance, and it totally erodes your health over time. Simply put, your morning success is essentially guaranteed by the quality of your evening routine.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 6, Become a History Maker, Achieving Exponential Productivity.
The ultimate goal of waking up at 5 a.m. isn't just about selfish, personal success. It's really about becoming an everyday servant leader. To ensure you lock in these habits, remember these ultra-practical brain tattoos, as the book calls them. First, never install a habit alone. Support groups are absolutely proven to make improvements stick. Second, the teacher learns the most, so share what you've learned with others. And third, continue advancing precisely when you most feel like quitting. That right there is how you solidify your lifelong membership in the 5 a.m. Club.
So, I want to leave you with this final provocative question to think about. What will you do with your victory hour tomorrow? The world needs your genius. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer created for the 10 Minutes Book Summary Definite Books YouTube channel. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this explainer with someone you want to join the 5 a.m. Club with you. See you next time.